MSG stands for monosodium glutamate. Also known as sodium glutamate, it is the sodium salt of glutamic acid. MSG is used in cooking as a flavor enhancer and is responsible for the creation of the umami taste. As an additive, it intensifies the meaty, savory flavor of food. Pure MSG does not have a very pleasant taste until it is combined with a savory flavor. It is commonly found in stock cubes, soups, ramen, gravy, stews, condiments, and savory snacks. MSG is also found naturally in some foods including tomatoes and cheese. A popular belief, which started circulating in the late 1960s, was that MSG could cause headaches and other feelings of discomfort. They called this effect Chinese restaurant syndrome, as MSG is widely used in Chinese recipes. Chinese restaurant syndrome was considered a legitimate ailment by many in the medical world. However, a 1995 FDA report concluded that MSG is safe to eat when eaten at customary levels. To date, the studies conducted on Chinese restaurant syndrome have largely failed to demonstrate a causal association with MSG. While some people do have negative reactions to MSG, the science shows that this is likely to be a rare phenomenon, and blinded tests have found no good evidence to support Chinese restaurant syndrome. Currently, most global MSG is produced by bacterial fermentation in a process similar to making vinegar or yogurt. During fermentation, the Corynebacterium species, cultured with ammonia and carbohydrates from sugar beets, sugarcane, tapioca, or molasses, excrete amino acids into a culture broth from which L-glutamate is isolated. Sodium is added later for neutralization. The product, after filtration, concentration, acidification, and crystallization, is glutamate, sodium, and water. MSG has been used to season food for over 100 years. Glutamic acid was discovered and identified in 1866 by German chemist Karl Heinrich Ritthausen. Then in 1908, Hikune Ikeda of Tokyo Imperial University isolated glutamic acid as a taste substance from the seaweed kombu by aqueous extraction and crystallization, calling its taste umami, meaning pleasant savory taste. Ikeda noticed that dashi, the Japanese broth of katsuobushi and kombu, had a unique taste not yet scientifically described. It wasn't sweet, salty, sour, or bitter. To verify that ionized glutamate was responsible for umami, he studied the taste properties of glutamate salts: calcium, sodium, potassium, ammonium, and magnesium glutamate. Confirming his suspicion, all of these salts elicited the umami taste, but most also had a metallic taste due to the other minerals. It was found that sodium glutamate was the most soluble, most palatable, and easiest to crystallize. Ikeda called his product monosodium glutamate and submitted a patent to produce MSG. The Suzuki brothers began commercial production of MSG in 1909 as Ajinomoto, which translates to essence of taste.